Buddy,
How's it going?
fine, thank you.
Good
Nice to see you again.
Good to have you here, as always.
Like last year, new booth.
Yeah, bigger this year. You know, we're in the Halle 1, so we're officially now a part of IWA. So yeah, it's been a hectic couple of days, and we've been into N4Stack as well. So yeah, Son of Gun from Poland, the manufacturer of the AR and AR style rifles. What we have for this year is actually the continuation of the line that we've showcased last year. So you can see we've got the SOG-X, right? The submachine gun proposal for the law enforcement, and obviously a PCC for the civilian users. All the nice features that you remember from last year, you know, like our specialist stock that has this extra thing for the body armor use. The optics rail, accessory rail is lower than the optics rail mounting, you know, so no interference with laser target designators and stuff like that. Optional, obviously, suppressors, if your country can have that. Now we have also much longer handguards as well for all the longer barrels, yeah. Yeah, we can do, in this model, we can do up to 16 inches, so like a proper PCC. Obviously feeding from a Glock magazine, tried and true, the works. Why reinvent the wheel when it works? Yeah, and this is a little bit of a proposal that we have for the law enforcement, but also suppressor ready for any suppressor that you might take on a normal AR9 thread, you know, 9mm AR barrel thread.
Very clean.
Obviously, we have our AR9. Yeah, these have also been accepted to the same service. Feeding from a Glock mag, you know, standard AR everything, direct blowback. They sell good. We sell quite a lot of them in Poland, and we've already started shipping them abroad as well. So, you know, last year's IWA was pretty good for us because we got a lot of traction from other countries as well. We shipped a lot of guns to other countries as well. You just go, this is obviously a suppressor compensator combo. Yeah. And the suppressor, the way this actual suppressor is built, you can see that it has a stack of rings, but this is not for the length. This is actually for the amount of gas that you have in the suppressor itself.
So we can go also bigger.
You can go really big. I don't know whether we showed you the last year the construction. So it's one monolithic core with all the baffles inside the core, and the rings actually are the ones that are making the volume of the suppressor, right? So if you want to have a little bit quieter suppressor, you will obviously need to trap more gas, and this is where the stack comes in. You can also go really low, so you just have a sleeve, and then you have limited possibility for noise reduction, but still a suppressor is pretty light, you know, like. Moving on to something we did not...
The handguards also changed from last year, huh?
Sorry?
The handguards also changed.
The handguards are a little bit different, but we've settled on this type of handguard with M-LOK in different sizes with QD points both sides.
Yeah,
but this is something that is new for this year. This is already being shipped out to customers. Basically, you remember the LE model, which is our prototype for the multi-caliber assault rifle with interchangeable mag wells, so we can also have 9mm, and they were not only limited to STANAG magazines, so we can use Glock mags with this. This is still a prototype, but now we have working prototypes that are shooting in several different calibers that are being tested for us with the law enforcement agencies in Poland. The charging handle has changed a little bit. This is not the final iteration, what it's going to be. This is already a folding one, proof of concept, but we will change it a little bit more to make it even more streamlined and slick. And in the final version, we will have it ambidextrous, right, for the end user. And of course, we will move at the later stages of the project, we will actually start producing them in polymer. So the same as the SOG-X, the SOG-LE will be a polymer body. But then we decided, well, some of the features of the SOG-LE we can already incorporate into an AR-15. So the same kind of handguard and the same magwell we can already incorporate into a normal AR-15, and this is the SOG A01. This is our reskinned AR-15, already using our proprietary piston system. We were developing the piston system still last year. It still wasn't ready. Now it's ready. Now it works all fine. And the way that the piston design is created, we don't need a separate handguard for a DA system and a piston system. They all take the same handguard, right? Nice. So that eases production and makes our life easier from a producer point of view, that we don't have separate parts for every system that we have. We've got the handguard and the magwell from the LE, but other than that, this is a standard AR-15, right? So everything that you would have from a mil-spec AR-15, it's here. Everybody is familiar with what you see here. Obviously, we can have different barrel lengths, different handguard lengths. I'm going to show you the other versions that are already shooting as well. They have longer barrels, longer handguards, obviously M-LOK, and some Picatinny.
Trigger is nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, like it's a real mil-spec trigger, right? People get confused because a lot of people don't really know what a mil-spec. They say, oh, it's mil-spec, and then they say like, oh, but mil-spec is bad. No, mil-spec is really good. Yeah. It's just that, you know, you really didn't ever shoot a proper military M4 and M16. See the triggers on those; they're pretty good as well. Yeah, it's just that some producers don't make mil-spec trigger the way it should be done, right? Showcasing some of our technology here as well for coatings, especially. So we can have multicolor polymer coatings, right? So we've got our AR-15s and our AR-9 in a polymer coating. Obviously, different colors we can do, different barrel lengths, different handguard lengths. AR-9s obviously feed from Glock magazines, yeah. Direct blowback. We can do all types of furniture, Magpul or B5. Nowadays we usually use B5 because that's the usual demand that we have for orders, is with B5 furniture. Moving forward, we have the A01 and the LE in Cerakote, right? So we can do single tone Cerakote, or we can do camo patterns. If that's something you're in the market for, we can do that as well. We have the capacity to do it. And also available this year, we also have access to DLC coating. Okay. If somebody would be interested in having a gun, especially on the inside, because of the reduction in friction, if you would be in the market to have the guns you order from us built with DLC coating, we can also do it. And you can see we have different lengths of handguards, you know, like we have different barrel lengths, yeah, and the A01s are already shipping to our distributors across Poland, and soon we'll probably get them out to other countries as well through our distributor chain, right? So this is one of the prototypes for the LE. This is a shooting gun, and yeah, you know, we're still testing them. Final product will be polymer, and then we'll have a full line of rifles that we want to have, right? Our first prototype of the SOG-X, you know, and the production model for the civilian market. Obviously, now we have much longer handguards for the SOG-X as well, and that feature M-LOK and QD points. And we can do the maximum barrel we can do on the SOG-X, and the AR-9 is 16 inches now. So this is the most popular model that sells for the civilian market, MSRP around €800 for Poland. Yeah.
It's really sporty gun as well.
Yeah, it is. Well, but when it comes to sport, right, we have this one. It's really like also a proof of concept, just to show that we can do this stuff. So this is a PCC, right? Colored anodizing to showcase we can also do colored anodizing, and it has a push-through safety. Yeah, which is, I mean, like, if that's something you're for competition, if that's something you're looking for, there is that possibility to also use this type of safety. Obviously, 9mm feeding from a Glock mag, you know. So we're very accustomed now to all the regulations in different countries because some people cannot have any openings in their handguards. For example, the German market cannot have that. Yeah, we're there to, you know, fulfill the need of every market to make sure that our guns can be in the hands of as many people as possible. And obviously, if there's something else that you would be willing to go for, like a different handguards, a little bit, the ones that we had previously, we still have them in stock. We can still make them. Still B5 or Magpul, or of course our retro line. You can make your guns in a more retro M4, M16 kind of look. That's not a problem for us. We can make those for you if that's something where you're looking for.
Cool classic thing.
Yeah, quite classic, you know, everything you would expect from an M16 or an M4 style rifle, yeah. So we've got a few models from Staccato with this racing guns, let's call them that, because there's ultra high quality, really slick guns, you know. There's a massive demand for Staccatos in Europe generally, because not a lot of them are actually making it to the European market. They're pretty expensive, but you know, you really know what you really get what you're paying for. Especially if you're a professional sports shooter or you're in the professional business and you really want a gun that is going to be top-notch for manufacturing, the quality, and of course, once we get the new models that will have the capacity to use Glock mags, obviously we will also have them in stock, and we will make sure that people can buy them from us as well. Yep.
That's a nice concealed beast.
yeah, that's even smaller, yeah?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that one's even smaller. The CS model is even smaller. So this is actually the proposed variants for concealed carry. I mean, like, it's still a double stack 2011 9mm, so it has a little bit of a weight to it, but you know, you get a really nice gun that has been really nicely made. You know,
suppressor sights already
installed. You know, like an MOS plate on top. Yeah, you know, pretty much everything you would expect from a premium gun, right?
Yep.
So you already have one-stop shop. You know, you don't buy a stock Glock and then put 2,000 euros extra into it to make it essentially close to something like this. But this is much better fit and finish, and it actually does from the factory. I mean, like, you can get those type of finishes elsewhere, but from the factory, this is a ready gun. You know, a very premium piece. If that's something you're looking for, yes, we will.
Something from
we are a
lifetime buy.
Of course, yeah. This is something for somebody's personal use. Yeah, both professional and sports shooting. Yep.
Cool.
All right.
So, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming again.
See you later.
Always glad to have you.
Yeah.
You guys stay safe. Stay deadly.
Stay deadly.